Hey, good afternoon, Ranger parents. This is Mr. Ramirez, your principal here at Rudder. Man, what beautiful weather we've had this last couple of days. It's hard to believe that we're in November and that when we get to the end of this week, we only have one more week until we get to Thanksgiving break. The year is flying by. I don't know if it's flying by for you, but it definitely is flying by for us. I know our teachers have been working really hard in the classroom and just kind of getting kids reacclimated to school and things like that. So we're kind of in that mode right now. So it's been a good. Actually, I'll take that back. It's been a great start to the year. So we're very pleased with what's going on. We hope you are too. Hey, some announcements for this week in our Ranger News Edition. Number one, today's Monday, and progress reports went home today with your students. So all students should have a paper copy of all their grades, their progress reports for the third week of the second 9 weeks. So you got your 9 weeks report card with all your grades. This is just a progress report that went out today, which is the first 3 weeks of this second 9 weeks. So ask your students about that. Also down in the below the link for this video, I'm going to include a copy of our counselor Schmore, and there's all kinds of information about things that are going on throughout the month, both on campus and mostly through the counseling department. So some really good updates there for you to take a look at. So Miss Duvall does a really great job with that, and all of our counselors do. So take a look at that. Really good information there. Believe it or not, we're already starting to talk about next year. So that transition from fifth grade coming up to sixth grade, from our elementary schools, our eighth graders going to high school, and our current students who are staying with us advancing to the next grade level. So we're going to start taking a look at those things. It gets really busy around December and January with that, so be on the lookout for those things. There's some information in that s'more as well on that. Okay, in addition, our family liaison, Ms. Zamora, is going to be putting on a food drive through the Kindness Club. That's going to start after the break, but just want to kind of give everybody else a heads up on that. It's a canned food drive with a partnership with our the food bank here in San Antonio, and we'll be collecting cans throughout the month of December. But I'll give you some more information on that as well. In addition, she does a great job, so Ms. Zamora does, with the pastries drive-thru for our parents and guardians. So we'll have one of those on November 18th, kind of just offering some coffee, some pastries in the morning drive. So if you're going to bring your student to school, make sure you do it on the 18th, because you get maybe a cup of coffee and a donut or something like that. All right. Let's see. Oh, this is very important for this week. University Health Bus will be here on Wednesday from 2 to 4:30. That's the vaccination bus, like we can do. They have flu shots and other vaccinations that are there, health services. I'm going to provide a link in this message with the information for that University Health Bus that will be here Wednesday. They will also be here Friday from 2 to 4:30, and then again, I believe, December 15th. But definitely this week, Wednesday and Friday, they will be here from 2 to 4:30. So check on that link, see if that applies to you. All right, next. On Thursday, we're going to have picture retakes. So if your student wasn't able to take a picture the first time around, we are going to be redoing those pictures for all of our students that were not here on Thursday. It's going to happen between 8:30 and 10:30, and those students will be called down. I'm going to connect a link down in the message as well for picture retakes. Let's see. Oh, I know. Also, students, if you are parents of students, if somebody failed 9 weeks, the first 9 weeks grading period for a core class, we are offering both course protection and pathways. This is just kind of that opportunity to regain what was missed during that 9 weeks. So talk to your students about that. We offer those course protections and pathways after school here in the cafeteria. Just get with Miss Adela Morato, our academic dean. Okay. On the last thing that I'll talk to you about is just kind of some housekeeping items. we're I won't say fairly, we're very lenient on dress code. It's not something that we're like incredibly focused on. We know that the most important thing is getting students here, but we do have to have some rules in regards to dress code. One of those is no slides. So we don't want students coming in slides. We've warned students enough by this point that if they are, they'll have to be going to ISS if they do not have a pair of shoes to put on, or they'll have to wait till you can bring them. So just make sure you remind your students no slides. In addition to that, pajamas. Like I said, we're pretty lenient in a lot of areas, but again, pajamas is just something that is not acceptable. It gives us that message that it's just we're rolling out of bed and we're comfortable, but we're not. They're just not appropriate to walk around in the school building. I would say if you're going to go to a job interview, whatever you would normally wear in a job interview. I mean, I know sometimes they wear shorts. That's fine. I mean, sweatpants, no shorts in schools at Rudder. So just kind of take a look at that. Make sure they're not coming to school in pajamas. All right. Also, it's really nice that a lot of our parents come and bring students to food for lunch, and we appreciate that. We want you to do that. Just make sure that you're only bringing it for your student, because there's some FERPA things there and also food allergies that we have to be very aware of. So that food that you bring is only for your student. You could come sit with them if that's what you want to do as well. The one thing that we are going to discourage is sending food by Uber or like Uber Eats or any of those DoorDash apps. We just don't do that. If food is going to be delivered to students, it has to be, you have to come into the building and tell us who it's for, and it has to be a parent or guardian. So just so that we're all aware of that. We've had a little bit of an issue with people trying to order food, and that's not a thing that we want to get going, just because our secretaries do a lot, and when we're having to deliver food to everybody, that's just not part of what we're doing. There's 940 kids in our school, and it's impossible for us to get that done. So again, if you bring your food to your student, that's fine, but we're not going to do Uber Eats or DoorDash or any of those things to the campus. I know that seems like a lot. It's 8 minutes in, and it's about 5:05, so it's getting dark right now outside, which is kind of strange. I get here when it's dark, and then I leave when it's dark. That's not a good thing, right? So I'm going to try to get home before the sun goes down today. But I want to thank everybody for all that you're doing. It's been a really, really good start to the year. Like I said, we had a play last week, our first theater production. Did a great job. Miss O'Connell and all the students did a wonderful job. I know band had a competition this past week, and a lot of our students got symphonic band and different awards. So great UIL contest this past week, and our students at Rudder did a phenomenal job. So thank you to Mr. Venegas and Mr. Mora, who are doing a great job with our kiddos there. So I've got nothing else. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the weather, because it is amazing, and I will be talking to you soon. Don't forget, Rangers lead.